everyone, so I'm back with another video after what has been a ridiculously long break. I don't think I've filmed a video in maybe 5 months-ish, possibly. I don't really know what happened. I just kind of stopped filming videos, but I'm back now. I am going to try and film one at least once a week, but I do hopefully want to do 2 videos a week, and I do promise that. So for my first video back, I thought I would film quite an exciting one, and it is probably something that you've all probably seen a lot of videos already on YouTube. I know I've watched loads of them, both before and after I got mine, but it is a video on the KYLIE lip kits. Now, as soon as I found out she was releasing a lip product line, I was really excited. I am a huge fan of the Kardashians in general, but KYLIE in particular is one of my favourites. So I was really excited. I know it's kind of jumping onto the hype of everything and you don't really know what the product is going to be like, but I thought I would just give it a go anyway. So before I get on with the actual products, I'll kind of tell you a bit about my experience with ordering, because I am based in the UK. And obviously the company is based in the US, so it is slightly longer shipping, etc, but I'll get on to my experience now. So I waited until maybe the 3rd release. So she releases them roughly every week. She releases a random selection because she has lots of different collections now, so she'll just release a random amount. So I waited until the 3rd kind of week when I thought the hype would slightly have gone down. It hadn't, but anyway. So I think it was like she announced it on her app. I follow someone on Instagram. I'll link below the girl that I follow on Instagram. She's really helpful with updates. She updates you as soon as the app updates. So she's really helpful. So I just kind of followed what she said. She said that the UK release would be, I think it was like 11 PM UK time. So I remember on that day I just got on my computer around 10 o'clock PM. I logged in, set up my account and everything, and then just sat on the page literally for an hour. Maybe around, I'd say around 10:30ish, the website went down, because her website goes down before she's going to restock. So when it got to kind of around 10:52, I just started hitting refresh constantly. So I just kind of stalked the website essentially for an hour, and then when it got to 11 o'clock, the website went up live, so I just rushed, added everything to my basket that I wanted. I did only end up getting 2 shades on my first attempt, just because I was kind of like, whoa, what do I get, what do I want, so I just kind of got 2. And then the checkout process was pretty simple. I just get put in a queue for roughly 10 minutes. I was half expecting everything to be gone out of my bag, but it wasn't. So then I got to the checkout, and then everything was pretty simple from there on. I got an email straight away saying that my order confirmation, which was great. Then began the waiting for the shipment, which was not such a great part initially. My first one did take me a week and a half, I think, before I got a shipping email, which I think is not great. I get that we're not in the US, but still, I don't think a week and a half before your item is shipped is good. But anyway, it took a week and a half for me to get my shipping email, but then from that point it literally took maybe 4 days before I received the product. Lucky on my first one, on my first order I didn't get a customs charge, and on my second order I didn't get a customs charge. Both of those 2 processes was pretty much the same. Same with my 3rd order. I have ordered 3 times. Same with my 3rd order. The whole process of ordering and shipping was pretty okay. But the 3rd order I did actually get hit with a customs charge, because of something like with quantities that you write. So I got like a £14 customs charge, which wasn't great, but I just took the hit because I thought 1 out of 3 times is not so bad for a customs charge. I have heard some people get hit every single time, so it is just pot luck, I think. But yeah, so as I said, I've ordered 3 times and I have a total of 5 products from her, 4 being lip kits, and I have got one of the metallics, which I will show you at the end as well. Just thought I'd throw it in there anyway. So I'll just get straight into the product basically. So as you probably have all seen, they do come in this box, as probably a lot of you have already seen. I know she has started changing this now because it was becoming a bit recognisable. So it has like the drips of the products and everything, but now I believe it is just a black box. And then when you open it, I have put all of mine in this one box, but obviously they didn't come like this. When you open it, it just say KYLIE there, and her website of course there. And then inside, this is, whoa, card fell out. this is essentially just what it looks like. So I have got 2 separate cards. You do get these cards in every order, although I have heard that some people haven't actually been receiving these. So I got this one in my first order of the lip kits, and then it just says a cute little message on the back. And then when I ordered the metallic, I got this card, which was actually the card for her lip glosses, because it says let your light shine through, enjoy my new lip gloss. But I didn't order a lip gloss, but I was happy I got the card anyway. And inside they're just kind of, let me just take that one out. So they're just kind of sat in there like that, depending on how many you order. So I'll just kind of go through the products I have, and then I will do some swatches on my lips, and then I'll just kind of tell you what I think of the products in general. Now, as I said previously, I have got 4 of the lip kits and 1 of the kind of metal mats that she released. With the lip kits, I have only bought 4 because I'm not really a dark lip kind of wearer that often. So I thought if I was going to spend this money and get them shipped, I may as well get shades that are wearable. So I'll just run through them in kind of like colour-ish order. So the first one I have is this one, and it is Coco K. Now, packaging wise, I do love the packaging of these. Basically, it just has her kind of signature melted lip kind of logo on the box, which I personally love. I know it's not going to be everyone's taste, but I like that. And obviously the product there is the product that you get in the box, more or less. Then along with the sides and the lid, etc., it is the same colour, and then it says just the shade on top. As I said, this one's Coco K. And then it just says KYLIE matte liquid lipstick and liner. And then inside the box you do just get, as you probably are all aware, you get a lip liner and the actual liquid lipstick itself. So with regards to the lip liner, it is just kind of your very standard black packaging. It almost reminds me of MAC lip liners, in the sense that there's just like the shade at the bottom and then just the simple black packaging. It just kind of says KYLIE on it there. And it is just the lip liner. Now, these lip liners are sharpenable. It would have been nice if they were twist up, but they're not. They are just ones that you have to sharpen, but I suppose that's like MAC, and we all deal with that, so we can deal with these. And as I said, you also get the liquid lipstick itself. Now, this one, let me just show you. So it has got just pretty regular packaging. It is, I'm not sure if it's glass or plastic, but it does feel very good quality, and I personally like the packaging. Just has her like signature drip on it, and then KYLIE, and it says obviously matte liquid lipstick and the shade underneath, which is Coco K. So yeah, so all the packaging is pretty much the same, and I personally love the packaging. I think it's really sleek, really nice, and the boxes are just great. I love receiving things in nice boxes. Even though you don't use the boxes afterwards, I like to keep them anyway, and these are really nice ones to keep, so I like that. So yeah, that's Coco K. That was the first one I got, and this is like a pinky shade. Again, at the end I'll do swatches of all of these, so you'll be able to see them, so just stick around till the end if you want to see just the swatches. The next shade I have is Candy K, and this one again has just the lips with the actual colour on it. This is probably my favourite, and this is the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now. It is definitely darker than I expected. On me it looks a lot darker than on some people I've seen, but I do still like it, and it's a very wearable everyday colour. As I said, Coco K is more pink. This is the pinkest one that I have, but it is still very pale, whereas Candy K leans more to kind of the mauvey-ish kind of colour. So yeah, I like both of these, but as I said, Candy K is my favourite of those two. Product wise, this is just Candy K and the lip liner. So I'll just compare it to Coco K for you. So that's the comparison. As I said, this one is more pinky than Candy K, but they are still very nice shades. Next up is Dolce K. Now this is one that I wasn't initially interested in because I thought it would be quite brown and dark, because the packaging has obviously quite brown. It's not as brown as her actual brown shade, which is true brown. But it does on the packaging look really dark, so I was kind of put off initially, but then I actually saw a friend wearing it and really liked it, so I thought I would give it a go. And it's really nice, this one. It's definitely not necessarily an everyday one because it is quite dark, but I do like that one. So let me just show you. So this is Dolce K, same packaging again, and then the lip liner with it together. I'll just compare it to Candy K for you. So this is the two next to each other. Candy K is definitely more of a mauvey, pinky, darker nude, whereas Dolce K is a brown nude. And then the final one, which is probably the one I'm most excited about, and it has become my new favourite, I think, over Candy K, even though I do love this one. I mean, it is her newest shade, and I got this on the release 2 weeks ago, which was the very first release of this shade. And it is this one, and it's her most nudist shade that she has, and it is called Exposed, as you can see there. There's the colour. And this is basically kind of a slightly orangey nude. It's very nice. It's not actually what it looks like on the pictures. I was quite surprised when I actually tried it on. But it is maybe like a peachy nude sort of thing, I suppose you could call it. But this is very nice, and this is probably my new favourite, as I said. So yeah, they're the mattes that I have. And then I did say that I had a metal as well, and I got this one. So the packaging is smaller because you do only get the matte lip. You don't get a lip liner with these, but I would use one of the lip liners from the other lip kits with this anyway. But the packaging is pretty similar. It's just got the drips again, but the drips are in like this metallic, which I really like. And it just honestly says metal matte instead of matte. And then this one is Air, which is the one I chose. And it is, as you can see now, it is kind of like a pinkish, orangey-ish, metallic kind of nudie colour. It's very hard to explain these metal ones, but this is definitely the one I kind of fancied the most. Now, when I did get this, I tried it on its own initially, just straight onto my lips, nothing else, and I did not like it at all. The formula I thought was very streaky, really hard to apply. I just did not like it, but since I have tried it over a lip liner and even over like Candy K, just in the centre of your lips, and I really like that. It's much better. I would not recommend this to worn on its own, but definitely worn with something else. So yeah, that's Air, and that's one of her metal matte lip products. So now on to, before I show you swatches of all these, now on to kind of what I think in general of the formula, etc. So the lip liners themselves are super creamy. They are literally the most creamiest lip liners I've ever tried. They just glide on straight away, and that is it. There's no dragging. I find with, say, MAC lip liners, for instance, you do have to drag along your lips, and that's not necessarily very comfortable. So they're very creamy, but although they're creamy, they do last a long time. Like, they help. I think the liquid lipsticks on their own would not be as good as they are with the lip liners. So yeah, the lip liners themselves are great. I tend to, rather than just line my lips, I do tend to put the lip liner all over. I just find it works better. And then the liquid lipsticks themselves, they're quite thin in consistency. The smell is definitely something you're going to notice straight away, and it kind of smells to me like maybe strawberry cupcakes kind of thing, or very sweet anyway. If you don't like sweet scents, you're probably not going to like this because it is very overpowering. Like, it is the most sweetest beauty product I've ever tried in scent. But that doesn't stick around for very long, and then it just goes on really nice. It goes on very thin, and when you've got them on, like, you literally can't feel it at all on your lips. They are pretty much like transfer proof. They do not come off at all. Like, you just can't, nothing comes off at all. And they last pretty much all day. Eating wise, I do find that they last well. You do get that weird thing, you know, like on the inside of your mouth, that weird kind of rim thing, but I don't think you can really get past that with a liquid lipstick, just because it's the way it's going to be. But in general, they do last a long time, and they're probably the best liquid lipstick I've ever tried. I am going to do a liquid lipstick video, I think, at some point, so if you want to see that, then do thumbs up this video or let me know in the comments, and I will be sure to do that. But yeah, overall, I think these are the best formula liquid lipstick I've ever tried. I would highly recommend them if you can get your hands on them. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all of them, let you know what they look like on my lips, and then yeah, I will come back after I have swatched them for you. lip products. I hope you could see them quite clearly. I tried to swatch it in the most natural light I could so you can see the true colour. As I said, Candy K is definitely my favourite, closely followed by Exposed, and then I would say Cocoa K is kind of my least favourite because it is very pink. And also I did swatch the metal for you, so you can kind of see exactly what I mean about it being a bit patchy, but it works well over another one. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, it has taken me a while to film another video, but I am back hopefully now for good filming, and everything. I do usually write about these products on my blog as well. There is a blog post about the KYLIE lip kits, so if you want to kind of read more in depth, I'll link that below. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to thumbs it up. That would really help me out, and if you want to see more videos in the future, then hit subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video then. Bye!